How's it going, everyone? FFIE is just skyrocketing. Is this the time where this thing just keeps going up? Where we had that big short squeeze at the beginning of this? Let me see. It was way back in May. So as you can see, we had this big, massive squeeze up. It ran over. It was like 8,000%, right? It made this massive move. We're at the stages of FFIE doing something kind of like this, right? We're at this upper band. We went right through the EMA 50, and you can see how this EMA 50 crosses over everything and acts as support, right? That's this light blue line. That's kind of like what I see right in here, okay? I see we're seeing this crossover right here from the 5 with the 50, and everything, the EMA 5 is trying to be that at that top of the band, then the 10, the 20, and then over time, this 50 will be down at the bottom. So, I obviously know this is extremely overextended because anything that goes above my Keltner channels is going to be extremely overextended. And basically, what this means is this chart is in balance. It does not mean it can go up, even more and more, because as you can see, we've had that pattern happen over here. At very extreme volumes, it can do this. Okay, this had 39, and then the next day it had 33, and then you can see right here 28 million. We've have nice volume right here. We have 157 million volume. That is nuts, right? So I'm looking at this, I'm like, one, I'm not going to short a company that is known for parabolic squeezes. That is not the goal. But honestly, though, if you're not in this trade, it would really suck if you did buy here just for price to revert back down again, okay? No one can say, hey, yeah, this is going to keep going up. Anybody that says that is just crazy because you do not have a future crystal ball that can tell you this is going to go higher. There is no 100% certainty. But I do know this is in balance. We are above this Keltner channel, and I have it at a HR4. That means, not a lot of the times, stocks get to this point, okay? I can show you many times where price has got to the lower band, and it had nice little pumps, right? At the very least, if price comes to this green band and gets close, that's where you get this nice little pump. Okay, and we play this on a trend reversal type of trade, and it's going to always be a downtrend, okay, because the EMAs are at the very top. You can see the 50s up way up in here. You see the 20, the 10, and the 5. So when price comes up to this EMA 20, that's a nice shorting opportunity to continue the downtrend, okay, and that's what we see here. We see price hit this lower band, and then we had this move up to the 5, 10, and 20. You'll see it many and many, many times. Again, you can see price comes back down to these lower bands, and then it shoots back up. So you could kind of do the same theory when we hit the upper band. It just gets really scary, but obviously with short squeezes, things get out of control. I mean, because the one for sure buy you're going to have is sellers. If someone is borrowing shares and their broker forces you to buy back, well, then you just bought a bunch of shares. Let's say this goes to like $4 or $5. Well, you're down so much and you're going to get a margin call. They have to buy back those shares. So that everyone that's doubting this company, it doesn't matter how trash the company is. If there's a short squeeze happening and there's lots of volume and people are pushing it in, just like when we seen the GameStop rally, people got short squeezed, and that's why it's very dangerous to short. If you don't have a stop loss, you're going to get wrecked. And so messing with this, my first thesis is, yes, this is overextended. I would not buy here. Now that I'm seeing an uptrend form, I would not mind buying this at this EMA 5. This is a very nice opportunity if I do get this. I'm not saying it's going to happen where it just hits the EMA 5 and it just works out perfectly, but I am saying, though, this is a very nice opportunity where we touch this EMA 5. Let's just say we get a nice little correction down. That's all I'm thinking. I don't think this is going to come crashing down. This has nice momentum and has nice volume. There's no reason for this to come crashing down. And then we continue higher like this. I say we're up here. EMA 5 is going to come up each day. As you can see, look, where the EMA 5 was this day, it comes up. So maybe it comes up like halfway between this candle, and then we shoot back up. I mean, look at this volume, guys. 157 million goes way past here. You can look up all the, Fair 2 skyrockets with model reveals on tap for next week at CES. So, lots of good stuff going. The meme stock fairly poised for another surge following the FF91 luxury EV update. So it looks like they they have some real stuff coming in here to support this move, and people are hyped about it. This is an extremely bottomed out chart. We had a reverse split way back here, back in August. Right here, they did hold one for 40, got the price up here, and we maintained over $1 here. We were getting a little close under $1, and we went up. I made a video before about these meme stocks. I said which one looks the best to buy. This now I can say, yeah, we're looking like an uptrend now. When you hit these upper bands, what happens is, yes, we're going to get back to balance, unless if it's like an insane short squeeze and it just keeps going, right? But even when that happens, is we still come back to balance. So no, I would not short this. But what I would look for is price to come back to this EMA 5, and I'm definitely getting in on that. And you might say, well, what if it goes under? Well, glad you asked. I will buy the 10 and the 20. These are all very close. All of these areas are in a nice row of accumulation patterns. You can look up right all in here. My prediction is, yes, we're in an uptrend, so the EMA 5 is going to go up each day. So I can see the EMA 5 being like way up in here at this top of this rectangle, EMA 10 being up in this area. So I can see all this is a buy area, just depending on, just look where the EMA 5 is, guys. You can see when price hits an upper band of my Keltner channel, that is a dead giveaway that an uptrend is starting. You get that pullback on that EMA 5, and you take that next leg up. Now, where's your price prediction? Well, your price prediction is always your new high. Usually that's what happens is when you hit the EMA 5 and 10 very fast, a lot of the times that is your next big leg higher. Let me see, like, for example, on a circumstance that happens, right? You see how price goes way above this Keltner channel and it kind of hugged it? We know price is going to come back to the mean, okay? That's the one thing that has to happen in trading. When price is in balance, like right up in here, we're way above the Keltner channel, we look to come back to balance. So what happens is, in this scenario, you see how we come up here. This is the same scenario we're having, and this could happen right here where we have this big move up, we have a next big move up, 150%. We come back. I think we'll have this candle maybe tomorrow. Who knows? You see how we perfectly hit that EMA 5, and we make new highs. I think that is a realistic thing that's going to happen where we hit this EMA 5 and we go up this went up 400%. Now, obviously it does. I don't think we're going to get the same scenario. I'm fine with my conservative gains. People ask, well, what is conservative view? I'm fine with 10%. I know these moves I know if you try to make more percentage gains, the riskier it is. You could be like, well, I want to make 1,000%. Well, that's not going to happen all the time. Making 1,000% is harder, just like making 10% is a whole lot easier than trying to make 100% move. So what I like to do is, if I make my 10%, I take off 90% of my shares and hold 10% at break even, and I hold the rest for that massive move. Because what if it does do 1,000% and you don't hold any shares? You could be like, holy crap. And then if it goes back to break even, I only lose 10% of my shares. I still profited on 90. So that's the one thing I do love doing, especially if you get a beautiful average. Like right in here, you hit the EMA 5 and just goes up. Well, I mean, hold that puppy, right? You can see right here was your break even here. The price goes all the way up here, and then it comes plummeting down. And you can see right here, you take your next EMA 5, and it comes up. But you only take these things. Me personally, I'm only going to take it one time. The more times you touch the EMA 5, the 10, the 20, the more times they're going to break through. So we touch the 5, touch the 5, touch the 5, touch the 5, we break through. And that's what I'm seeing here. And then guess what? You go to your next loading zone, which is your EMA 20 and 50. This was an earnings, so that's a little different scenario. But either way, you still made money on this if you properly accumulated right. This was a 98% move. So you would have did one ad here, one ad here. Your average would have been right in the middle of this, and then you could have seen you made easily your 10% gain, about a 24%, and I would have taken that. As you can see, if you didn't, you can see when price comes back, well, you could be like, well, I'd rather have it at the EMA 50. It went just right through the 20 to 50, so I'll just add it at the EMA 50, and you can see how you can play this multiple times, and you make another 50% gain. And then it, just like I said, the more times you hit it, the more times you come through. So that's what happens. We try to come back up, but now these are acting as resistance. So we hit this a resistance, we come down, we come back to resistance, and we come down, and it's just a downtrend. I think we're getting a different picture here. My goal for penny stocks, my goal for lower price stocks is to get in as early as possible, because I know these trends don't last long. They can last like a week, a two, maybe a month. Depends how strong the trend is and the fundamentals. I know any stock that has done an RS previously, they will try to keep on doing it. They will dilute their shares. They are known for that. Companies that haven't done that, I will trade with the trend and hold as long as possible. But as a company like FFIE, I want to take the bounces. I want to take those 10% and then get out. And that's the theory of this. So yes, we'll see if we kind of correct down. I think, you know, we could hug this band and we could go higher. There's different theories that can happen. My theory, I would love for it to come back to the EMA 5. I take that bounce effect and I get in. Okay, that's following the trend idea. And if it don't work, you know, at least these EMAs are very close. I can do, you know, multiple averages in. And you might ask, well, how are you going to add in? Well, I do a different cycle of accumulation, right? So if I have $5,000, right, and that's the max I want to spend, well, I can put $1,000 on this EMA 5, and then I can put the 2K on the 10, and then another 2K on this 20. And that's how I would do it, and then that's the max I want to risk. And then my stop loss would be if price has a daily candle that closes under here. And that is how my stop loss would be, because then if it does that, then, well, maybe this was a false breakout. This was a false downtrend. I don't see that happening with 157 million volume. The volume kind of tells the story. The chart tells the story. You have the EMA 5 crossing the 50 right here. We are forming a new beginning downtrend. Look how long we've been downtrending, guys. This has due for a nice solid mini uptrend. We've been downtrending all the way since, you know, June, July is when we started seeing this EMA 50 cross above and act as resistance. All throughout here, you can see downtrend, downtrend, downtrend. So I am all for a mini uptrend and make those gains. Usually the first time you do this and then you come back to the 5, or let's just say it comes back to the 10, that's really you will make that next big high. Nothing in trading is perfect, so it could go a little under. Could it could go halfway to the 10 or 5, or between the 5 and the 10. But I know these are nice buy areas, and I know I have a solid game plan. And that's all in trading. Do you have a solid game plan? What are you looking to do? Like I said, for a 5,000 budget, this is kind of how I like to put in pennies. Put 1,000 on the EMA 5. 2,000 and 2,000 on your EMA 10 and 20. Those are going to be your more solid buy zones. A lot of the times what I see happen is we hit the 5 and we go up. You can make massive returns on the 5, and if it don't do that, then you play that next support area, because those are what's happening. You have resistance, we break out, you have a breakout pattern, you come back to retest that resistance that is support, and then you come to the next leg. If you guys want to join the premium Discord, click the link down below in the YouTube comments below, and in the description it'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts and system. There will be, when you click that link, it will take you to this free chat landing page. It does not mean you are a member yet. This is just a free chat page if you want to ask any questions about the service, and if you have any questions on how to subscribe. If you want to subscribe, all you have to do is hit day trade alerts, and you'll have access to my swing trades and day trades for only $12 a month. It is my highest service. I love this service. It's gonna freaking change lives, I'm telling you. The day trading service is absolutely the number one thing I recommend, because with these day trades, I sell options and you can make money every day, and I am eager to show you guys how to do it. It's called credit spreads. You will have to have an option level 3, super easy to get. I will coach you through if you need any questions. But I absolutely love it. Try the Day Swing Trading Plus by hitting Day Trade Alerts. You can also look at the service shop here, and you'll see it's Day Swing Trading Plus for only $12 a month. And if that's just too much, then you can just try the swing trading. What I'm talking about right now is just a swing trading service that I would alert. But the Day Swing Trading Plus is $12 a month. And gives you access to all the things, live streams, you get coaching sessions, education, swing trading education, day trading education, how to set up your charts and all that. So if you have any questions, I'm here for you guys. Thank you so much. And if you guys want to subscribe, do it on your computer to avoid the iOS fee. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.